Welcome to the poetic repack of today, where we will lyrically summarize what our speaker guests had to say. The welcome note by Manuel and Björn gave us immediately a wonderful return. Mindfulness exercises with digital tools like the vision board help us to become healthy and focused and let our heart explore. Because the human-made environment is at its core. Body, mind, and soul. Therefore, a global shift to well-being is our common goal. The mandala model of health shows the current sick care system. Since Hancock's discovery in 1985, we can create a wisdom kingdom. For our health is affected by community, family, and mind culture. If you love your work, you might shine like a bright luster. Dr. Ulla Engelmann has been part of the welcome note. Her warm hello filled the digital rooms with hope. The European Commission influences, support, and delivers services across health and social care. Examples like campaigning for change and fundraising were brought to the atmosphere. The call is to do things more agile with more flexibility. Dr. Francois Bonici adds that real determinant of healthy individual life is a healthy community. The keynote of the director of the Schwab Foundation says that caring institutions and markets create opportunity and dignity in every sector. The failure of missing health systems is our collective responsibility, so we shouldn't ignore. The Schwab Foundation, as sister organizations of the World Economic Forum, has created the Well-Being Initiative. So let me add some numbers and facts to the narrative. 400 social innovation leaders have already impacted the well-being of 622 million people in more than 190 nations. 2 decades of impact to support human-centric organizations. Exploring the integral link between well-being and transformational social change. Well, Schwab Foundation, I can feel that social change is part of your inner game. It's good to see what we are creating, institutions that serve us and not vice versa. So let's move on to the first panels to understand what their main words are. Starting with panel 2, Lisa, Oscar, Frederick, Alyssa, Rene, and Björn. Again, we had some amazing fruitful return. Discussions around new health for Europe, healthier with holistic approaches. There were scientists, movement artists, mental psychologists who composed this. The question was, do we need a system change on this? The answer was clearly yes. So let's transform the system with bliss. To educate our children and youth to look further. Discussion of panel 2 ended in collaborative innovation to nurture. Panel 1, led by Paula, Abel, Hendrik, Brittany, and Brian, had a statement as key takeaway with a clear sign. Forming the new path to well-being in European healthcare is a new foundation for transparency. The role of money as means for exchange between people needs some more human-centric clarity. So let's use data more effectively for the good of human being. I might come back to some tech conference to perform poetry like Ronan Keating. So before we went to lunch, to do some mindful eating, panel 2 mentioned Albert Einstein during their meeting. Next to gravity stuff, Einstein also said, logic can bring you from A to B, but imagination can take you anywhere. So let's imagine a new, healthier world to attract it in our atmosphere. Quantum physics has amazing things, like the law of attraction to show. After our lunch break, we had Björn's Energizer to reconnect with the flow. Hooray! Let's move on to what Greta Rossi had to say. She gave us simple recipes for takeaway, recipes for well-being. Starters, mains, and desserts to find well-being which we really deserve. Easy, medium, and hard. You can easily browse and find them all. Today we had the pleasure to hear them live from you. You even streamed from a small place in Italy, which I find totally cool. For the final part of the event, we moved on with parallel interactive workshops. This is where joy begins, so let's do some term drops. New health and new work bring opportunities for the European society, work-life balance for some, family time with innovative digital variety. The well-being of social innovators has been at our core. Insights and challenges are hard to ignore, especially when social innovators struggle financially and mentally. Let's create awareness on this since we are a big human family. This is much more than simple charity. This is to foster collaborative power and bring clarity. AI in healthcare can be great if we use it for the good. Alternative natural medical ways are scientifically understood. So technology and human evolving goes hand in hand. So therefore, I summarize one more time for what we all stand. Health issues and social protections. We are building an economy of well-being. Let's go for press reviews and global attention as we are seeking autonomy for well-doing. Like we have heard today, well-being inspires well-doing. So let's empower social innovators. Remember to stay healthy, wealthy, and wise. Let your heart beat and your soul shine. Remember to stay healthy, wealthy, and wise. Let your heart beat and your soul shine. Thank you very much.
So much. This was really amazing.